The most dangerous business podcast in the world. Entrepreneurs and ambitious people, if you want to build a powerful, profitable, impactful business, if you want to study and fall in love with the process, if you want to acquire the skills, habits, and determination you need to level up in business and in life, that's fantastic because I'm working on the same thing. This is the Game of Grow movement. We are back. Welcome back to the Game of Grow podcast. This is episode number 19 of the most dangerous business podcast in the world. It doesn't matter where you start or where you are right now. Are you willing to take the challenge and grow? Okay, so on this show, as you know, we share real life stories and entrepreneurial examples, and it's not meant to be passive. The goal is that both of us, both you and I, for us to level up, and talking about in the areas of mindset, tangible skills, as well as execution. And that's generally what we're going to focus on. So today's episode is sponsored by yours truly. And today's episode, this is for everyone out there who finally wants to be able to stop being about ideas and finally successfully launch their app. And also for those of you who may have been in the business, but things weren't working out for you, or maybe they stopped working, I'm hosting a free live workshop breaking down exactly what I'm doing to successfully launch and grow my apps today. Yeah, it's still really possible. So you can sign up at appmagic.co/live class, as you can see written backwards behind me. So on today's show, this podcast, I've always promised to take you behind the scenes of my business, and I feel like we could do more of that. So today, let's take a deep dive behind the scenes. Cool? All right. And as we go, still working on it, finding my voice. So just let me know what you want to hear more of and what you want to hear less of. Please send in your questions. If you have questions right now, drop them in the feed, but we're going to roll. So last episode, we talked about my vision for my business. So today, let's not only talk about the vision, but let's talk about the history, exactly how we got to this moment. Let's talk about also the vision, and then let's talk about how we're actually executing that vision, the things that we're doing to make things happen. Let's talk about how it's working, and also how it can work for you or can't work for you. Sound cool? So one of the things I've recently been thinking about is, if I had to start all over from zero and build my app business absolutely from scratch over, let's say, a period of 6 to 12 months with limited resources, but I retained all of my knowledge, all of my expertise, right? How would I go about that today in this current environment? So today's app marketplace, it's not the marketplace when I was just getting started in around 2011 or 2012. It's not the marketplace in around 2015 when I sold. It's totally different. And things change quickly. They change drastically. The dynamics of the marketplace are different. Things are tougher. Many people will tell you that it's impossible. A lot of people that I started with left. So what do you think? Are they right? Is it impossible to succeed in 2019? And if it actually is possible, how does one actually do it? So obviously my answer is that I think it's nearly impossible, at least if you do things the same way that we were previously doing things. But if you're willing to look at things in a different way and try new things, not only do I think it's possible, I think it's actually more sustainable than before, and it's a lot more fun as well. So to give you some context, back then, the thought process was that 65% of all apps are found through search. And so most of us independent entrepreneurs and independent app hustlers, we didn't have an advertising budget in order to get our apps found and downloaded. So rather than more traditional forms of marketing and outreach, we relied heavily on ASO. So ASO is App Store Optimization. This was 90% of what I was doing for marketing. ASO is like the App Store's version of search engine optimization, for the web. So it's all about setting up your listing, your title, your keywords, your icon, your images, your screenshots and description, setting all those things up in a way that as many people as possible find and download your app. And then we monetized our apps primarily through ads because that was the simplest way to do it. And you probably heard about games like Candy Crush and other apps using in-app purchases and stuff like that to just crush it, earn millions. But those people understand they have an army of psychologists, an army of data scientists to help make all of that possible. So we use ads because ads were easy. And the other thing that's important to know is it was a portfolio strategy. So similar to venture capitalists, you create a lot of apps, you create them cheaply, and you know how to drive traffic to them for free or for cheap, mostly for free. We're using ASO. So if you do things that way, at that time, it was relatively easy to make your money back. And maybe a small percentage of the apps would blow up and do really, really well. And so that's how, using that kind of model, that's how I was able to develop some really nice revenue streams. But things changed. Things change quickly. They change drastically as they do. So due to these kind of methods that we're using, there were a lot of copycats in the store. There were a lot of low-quality apps. They made their way to the top of the charts. Apple was not necessarily the biggest fan of this kind of thing. So long story short, they made updates. They changed the way that the store worked. They changed the way that search works. They changed how things displayed. And ASO, even though it works, it became a lot less powerful, a lot less effective. So you can still use ASO. It still works. You can still get results. But in general, in most cases, you're not going to get those crazy over-the-top results. You can't drive your whole business like we were doing before. So these changes actually crushed a lot of people and drove them out of the app business. I definitely felt the effects in myself for my business. So this old way of doing things was no longer really viable. Today, I figured out that if I still want to be in this game, I need to do things differently. So rather than looking for great opportunities to leverage ASO and drive traffic, my approach now is that I lead with the customer. And I want to figure out who's my customer, that I want to fall in love with the customer so I can solve problems for them and deliver value over the long term. So if you listen to past episodes, you know I've chosen to focus on Black folks like myself who've traditionally been ignored by app creators, something that I know about. and there's also quite a void in the market. And because they've ignored us, it's left a void. And it means there are over 47 million people in the United States and over hundreds of millions of people worldwide who I can really focus on, fall in love with, and solve problems for. So that's my opportunity. That's my vision. We're creating a whole category here, and color noir is our entry point into this category. So here's how we're executing in this vision. So it always starts with market research. That's how we found the viable business model of coloring book apps. Of course, I talked about identifying the customer, falling in love with the customer. I talked about that a lot. So we decided which customer we'd be falling in love with and thought about where online we could find this customer. Then this Color Noir, we launched the MVP version, minimum viable product. We launched that May 1st. We did this on iOS initially because I had some existing assets that I could leverage to make things faster and less expensive to do that. We created the Facebook group and the Instagram page. Those have been big for us. The Facebook group is now just below 700 people. Instagram page, just over 6,000. Those are used in different ways. Excuse me. So we've been able to get a lot of information from folks, well, from both of them really, but people have given us a lot of feedback that's been very valuable to iterate on the product. We used organic social posts to generate interest and awareness and get people back to the Facebook group. So those posts have been on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and other relevant Facebook groups. And based on all of the feedback, we've been able to make improvements and updates based on all the feedback in the group. We're also moving forward with an Android version of the app. I've been hearing a lot of noise about that, and a lot of people are desiring it. So we love that. We put out the MVP to see if people are going to want it, if people are going to want to use it, if they're going to like it. So it turns out they did. There's a lot of demand on the Android side, so we're building a new version in Unity, which is a platform that allows us to have our iOS app and our Android app all in one code base. Also created a meme image and a meme video, which just kind of tells the story of the app, and that's been very useful for these posts as well. We've taken this image and done, well, the video, and done paid posts. Well, just one paid post so far on Instagram that went really well, got hundreds of thousands of views, was reshared by a celebrity or two. So that was a good experiment. We'll definitely do something like that again. Also taken this video and promoted it through Facebook ads and Instagram ads. This is all the execution stuff that we talk about and all the stuff behind the scenes. Of course, we've had to fix a number of bugs. We improved the user interface based on things that we've been told and based on things that I just see looking at the other top apps in the space. So the plan now is to get Color Noir to a certain point of sustainability where we've built the community big and strong enough so that it can kind of sustain itself and move forward. And then we can continue to introduce more products to solve different problems for the same customer. So that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of the plan. And then I don't believe I'm going to solve every problem in the world, even for my chosen customer. So my educational products like App Moguls, like the 7 Steps to App Success book, appmagic.co/book. So those are how I help other people to get in the game and solve problems and do well for themselves. And that way we can build a really awesome, tight-knit community, hopefully build up some more successful app entrepreneurs. And hey, I can benefit a little bit on the financial side as well. So that's a win-win-win, right? What's better than that? So that's essentially what I want to share with you today. Just wanted to take you behind the scenes, give you an overview of what's going on in the business. I'll reiterate the announcement. So quick announcement. You guys know I've been working on Color Noir, so I stopped talking about App Moguls as much, but now we're talking about App Moguls again. Color Noir is working. We got tons of reviews. Last time I checked today, 238 reviews, 4.7 stars. Raise the roof, right? It's gotten tons of interest. People are really enjoying it, and it's going well. And now I'm turning my attention back to App Moguls, and I'm hoping to work with 5 to 10 more app creators or people who want to be app creators and are just passionate about their idea or building their business and really help them out with that. So I'm putting on a free workshop Thursday, June 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to share exactly how we're achieving these results and all the things that I'm doing that we're talking about. And at the very end, those of you who would like to be a part of App Moguls will have the chance to apply. Not every person is going to be in it, but you'll have the chance to apply. And no matter what, you'll walk away with a ton of knowledge and actionable skills and strategies that you can put to use to build and grow your app. So you can sign up at appmagic.co/live class, and I'll see you in the workshop soon. That is Thursday, June 27th, not in January like I said last time. Thursday, June 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, appmagic.co/live class. Of course, 7-step book, I talked about that. All right, guys, I'll include all of those links in the show notes, so anyone who's interested can check them out there. And with that, that should bring us on to the review of the week. And I love this one, so I want to share with you. This comes from 6 Foot Foodie. She says, a huge breath of fresh entrepreneurial air. And she says, I've been listening to this podcast since the beginning. Thank you very much for that. That's already a win because I hate listening to people talk. This podcast has completely shifted my brain when it comes to my business. I'm shifting to a totally new field. This has helped me navigate a lot of the things unknown to me. Moyo has found a way to be honest yet sympathetic to entrepreneurs because he's not attempting to sugarcoat his experience. I appreciate his words, the time he invests in this podcast, and his genuine interest to his listeners. Thank you so much, 6 Foot Foodie. I definitely want to share my experience, and I want to give it to you as real and as raw as I can. And hopefully that's going to help a lot of you guys in your own business, wherever you're at, and help you in your journey. So it sounds like it's helping you a bit. So I definitely love that. Which, of course, brings us to the question of the week. Question of the week, again, I want to know, how can I help? The biggest thing I want to do with this podcast, I want to create value for you. I want to know, what is the content that you want to hear more of? What do you want to hear less of? Where are you at in your business? And how can I help? So hit me up in the Game of Grow community on Facebook and let me know. And guys, with that, I'll see you back here real soon on the Game of Grow podcast. It doesn't matter where you start or where you are right now. Are you willing to take the challenge and grow? DJ, drop the beat and take us out. Thank you for tuning in to the Game of Grow movement. If you'd like to hear more, head to gameofgrow.com to sign up for my weekly updates about my own journey as I create the powerful, profitable, and impactful business of my dreams. And I want to hear about your journey as well. And if you want to connect on social media, I'm at Game of Grow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On LinkedIn, just search for my name. Don't forget to join us in the Game of Grow community, which you can search for on Facebook. And if you love the show, the biggest way you can help is to subscribe, rate, and review, and then find a like-minded friend you can help to do the same. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.